If you're new here, I'm Alpha Fujoshi Green Tea Gal, aka the Dark Child, ageless, blamed for random shit and often seen holding wine. And from now until the heat death of the universe, I'm going to give a quick and dirty rundown of the BL hopefuls airing next and every season. Each handpicked morsel tailored specifically to your refined palate. Let's dig in. Cleaning his brush in our Fujo Tears next season is Blue Period. A tender and, if I've read the comments right, a fetal strip about a white-haired soft boy living a joyless grey life, until he discovers art as a form of self-expression. Painting warms up his pale heart and adds color to his life. As an artiste myself, I'm probably gonna love this BL or not. I hear this is the sort of anime that will leave audiences ugly crying into their husbando love pillows, so be forewarned. It's an atypical sausage fest in that Ryuji seems like the non-binary gaifu that the anime will ship the MC with. Ryuji's gender is unspecified and he's often referred to as they on the wiki. I had to Google so many of these characters to be sure of their gender at all. Apparently pigtails on men, so hot right now. Blue Lock. A lot of blue this season. It's an all-male sports anime, so it's a given that it'll make my list. I immediately get those same high-octane burning comedy vibes, and people are already calling it the next Haikyuu. But unlike Haikyuu, this isn't a sporty slice-of-life anime, but more of a sporty battle shonen. And they present the soccer matches like life and death fights, rather than fun high school sports. The premise being that Japan is putting some 300 athletes in a prison-like hellhole to endure grueling training, all to develop the ultimate striker for the national team World Cup 2022.
There can be only one.
So we get a prison and sausage fest sports anime setting, both with high potential for BL because there are like no women. What really triggered my Fujo senses was all of this lock and collar business. Sounds like some kinky tri-night shit to me. I can't begin to tell you how obsessed I was with Death Note in the mid-2000s. There's just something about lonely, sexually ambiguous, edgelord teens with god complexes that live rent-free in my head. So you can see why Platinum End instantly made my most anticipated list. It's a dark fantasy thriller about an aforementioned sad teen lucking into godlike power and angel wings after trying to take his own life. Honestly, even before doing any kind of research, I can scarcely think of a single anime where a cute boy with angel wings was straight. Like, if you can think of even one, please leave it in the comments. Anyway, if it wasn't already clear, Death Note and Platinum End are the brainchild of the same rockstar mangaka team, Tsugumi and Takeshi Obata. And you may not recognize the name Signal MD, but you're already familiar with their work, so I think Platinum End's in pretty good hands. Visual Prison is Visual K plus vampires. That's it. That's the whole sales pitch. Y'all can go home now. We've saved anime. Okay, but for real though, it's starring this season's favorite type of MC, disaffected soft boy in desperate need of emotional support or a good dicking. And that's very on brand for this season. Yuki's an orphan who travels to a vampire-infested Harajuku to see a Battle of the Band style music fest. Best diss track gets offered to the Red Moon since the Blue Moon has been called away to a charitable event. Visual Prison's definitely got Vanitas' same glamorous energy, but set in modern day. And Visual K is a intricate and over-the-top styling in male idol anime, but dialed up to 11. In true reverse harem protagonist fashion, Yuki plays off a fleet of handsome twink vampires, in that gender-bent, diabolic lover is more money, more problem sort of way. Here's hoping one of the hotties gives him a bloody hickey by episode 3 or so. Gyuketsu's Sugashino is the third vampire-friendly anime to come out next season, the 5th this year alone. Is something happening in Japan I don't know about? This one's from Madhouse. It's about all the red coat wearing badasses rolled into one. The MC stumbles onto the hideout of the most killable vampire ever, and it quickly turns into a slice-of-life comedy anime, where the hunter and the vampire become just the best of friends. That's already potential for some joke BL, and the MC's earring makes it seem that much more likely. Staying on the supernatural streak, Eblosia Nimio Sasageo, a new entry in my new favorite genre, in another world with my new boyfriend. Gozu is fatally isekai into the world of the last video game he played, where he must face off against the final boss, Eblosia, the silver-haired twink demon lord that he not-so-secretly simps after. It's basically no yaoi, no life, and Gozu plays hard mode as he tries to court his demon bae without saves coming. Horia Shun will be lending his voice to Eblosia and Robin from Visual Prison, while Sato Takeo voices Thirsty Boy Gozu. That time I got reincarnated as a simpus from Comic Festa, makers of other hard yaoi fan favorites like Papa Date Shitai, Kurogaru, and The Titan's Ride, so you know they fuck heavy with mosaics and the need for censorship. We are blessed this season with the highly anticipated adaptation of Night Beyond Tricorner Window by Yamashita Tomoko. RMC Mikado can see occultish things and immediately is roped into helping Hot Exorcist Hyakawa on missions. But whatever ritual is needed to exorcise these things feels pretty good. Here the BL isn't really a matter of if but when. Supposedly their bromance unfolds in a more natural, organic way as compared to more typical yaoi and BL stories. So this one has just as much thought woven into the story and the world building than just when or how they'll hook up. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Kyokai Senki stars Shiba. Sunrise is out here breaking new ground as he's an emotionally stable teen MC mecha pilot. This mecha anime has a massive dose of Japanese nationalism and uses allegorical versions of real-world historical events with a not-too-distant future skin in its world building. Aside from the fact that it's another goddamn sausage fest, it's a Sunrise Beyond joint, rising for what used to be Studio Zibek. Both of those studios have had many homoerotic, war-torn anime, and I have or will be making BL subtext videos on all of them. Studio Lurch is releasing a new Given OVA. Urogawa no Sonzai slides into Fujo DMs on November 30th as an early Christmas present to me specifically. The one on the flip side will cover what budding couple Mafuyu and Ritsuko were up to during the other Given movie, while the rest of the cast and the viewers were ugly crying and just struggling to keep it together. The movie will feature a brand new song, but you know this franchise gotta stir the pot, so expect some drama. Tensions run high when the band tries to qualify for an upcoming music fest, because no music-based show anywhere ever could make such music without incident. Cloverworks out here doing the Lord's work, a steamy sequel movie to the original 2018 series. Takareta yo toko ichi ni odosarete imasu, Spain Hymn, will cover Takuto's trip to Chunta's hometown. This is another one of those rare times where I've already read the source material well ahead of time. Prepare for some feels, sass, dancing, and beautiful Spanish fistas. This movie will kinda take a break from the chaos and busyness of their work lives, and focus more on them as people and a still new couple, who've occasionally been careless with each other's feelings. The sex scene I recall from this arc was more explicit than usual, and I look forward to seeing how Cloverworks handles that. TLDR, have your headphones and lotion ready by October 9th. Tesla Note is already getting some fan backlash for daring to remind people of X-Arm, but I can't help but notice it's 90% pretty boy cast and flamboyant MC, so I'm gonna keep my eye on this one, even if it bleeds. I stupidly ignored my Fujo senses on Cardfight Vanguard Overdress and decided against recommending this back in the spring. It has since proven its BL street cred time and again since then, so if you slept on it in May, October is a good time to give this or Season 1 a shot. And last but not least, Space Battleship Yamato 2205. It's a bunch of handsome dudes at war in space. And I've yet to see an iteration of that didn't get homoerotic, and I doubt this one's gonna break tradition anytime soon. Anyway, that is it from me. Which of these are you most looking forward to? Let me know about it in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, and feel free to check out the other BL-laden content on this and the sister channel. And please enjoy another tasteless end plate loop. Bye for now.